Hi there, Pisces. How are you guys doing? I really hope that this video finds you well. Welcome back to the channel. It's me, Anisa, from the Inner Stereo. This is going to be your love messages. It's a general reading, so the roles might get reversed, or it may or may not resonate with you. And if this reading resonates with you, there's going to be a link down in the description box below for personal reading with me, okay? So in this reading, Pisces, is going to be a universe system format. We're going to be looking at your energy, your challenges, past, present, future from both parties, and we're going to clarify them. And I'm also going to be pulling some advice card for you by the end of the session, okay? Pisces, your energy, you have the Five of Wands, you have the Ace of Wands, and you also have the Four of Pentacles in upright position as your overall energy in the present moment. I feel that in the present moment, you don't really like it when things are disrupting your very core of peace. Okay, with the Five of Wands in reverse in here, I feel that you want to get away from a certain conflict, you want to get away from a certain argument, or you would like to get away from situations that just disrupt your sense of peace. You know what I mean, right? Like when things are just going fine with our lives and we get so triggered over something that just disrupts our peace. I feel that this is you. I feel that you kind of like want to eliminate any type of stressor that you have in your life because you are understanding and you are fully realizing that, you know, my sense of peace, my sense of stability, my sense of security means everything for me, and I gotta keep it at that. I gotta protect that, okay? Now, what are your challenges? You have the Strength and you also have the Ten of Wands in upright position. One of your biggest challenges here, Pisces, is about snapping, okay? Be careful this week with you snapping or with you getting triggered to a point where you're like just impulsively, you know, being angry at something. I do understand the fact that you're carrying a lot on your shoulders and you've been feeling alone lately, and you've been feeling as if like you've been carrying all of these burdens on all by yourself. But there are a lot of people around you that actually genuinely cares for you. And if you were to be lashing out to the wrong people, I'm afraid that you probably are going to be regretting those things, okay? Now, in the past, they have the Ten of Cups and a Death. From your side, you have the Six of Swords, and you also have the Judgment. Okay, Pisces, this person loves you, okay? There's no denying about it. Especially here, they also have the Six of Cups. I do feel that this person feels as if like you and them are very connected with one another. Now, what's funny is that this person actually feels that everything is going good, or everything was good between the both of you. Ten of Cups is more about like, well, like I actually feel content with this relationship and I feel collectively happy with the Pisces. They feel, or they felt, okay? And they thought that they have done things towards this connection and you were just happy about it in the past. But I see from your side that you weren't happy, okay? You weren't happy. You thought that, you know, that relationship was a whole lot of turbulence. That relationship was it wasn't a calm water whatsoever. And in the past, you tried as hard as you could to move to calmer water so that you could learn how to establish boundaries even more. Okay, now in the present moment, you have the Ace of Pentacles and also the Star. From their side, they have the Queen of Wands and they also have the Six of Wands in upright position. I feel that in the present moment, you know, this person still holds like a lot of confidence about the fact that, you know, our relationship is really, really workable. From your side, I feel that your focus is not really on the relationship, but more so on, you know, what is it that I could do so that I could feel more connected to the divine? What is it that I could do so that I could be living my soul purposes and everything like that? And you just want things that are stable. You don't want things that are, you know, passionate, infatuated. You don't want the highest high and the lowest low. You just want things that just make sense, that are certain, you know, that are in front of your eyes, and you can see it and you know that it's always going to be there forever. Now, in the future, they have the Six of Cups and the Wheel of Fortune. From your side, you have the Five of Swords, and you also have the Queen of Swords in upright position. I feel that this is more so of the love language differences and about what you're expecting out of this person, and they can't deliver that. Because to be honest with you, Pisces, if we're talking about feelings only, I do see this person being completely in love with you, and they would like to expand this relationship to a whole new level. But in the future, I feel that you are considering them, or you're seeing this person as just like a noise, or they're just something that gives you like a lot of headache, something that you just like, gosh, get away from me. And I feel that in the future, you're kind of like wanting to be freezing your emotions over and starts to look elsewhere outside of the connection. So let's clarify this reading, okay? Let's clarify the Queen of Wands from their side. Yeah, what does this person want right now, Pisces? They do want something with you that is of seriousness. They want to have a relationship with you. They feel that, you know, because you made them happy in the past. See? You made them happy. So they want that back. They want that, you know, when I was with you, Pisces, when we were together, Pisces, your way of loving me actually brings out the best version of myself. So they want that. They want that so much. But from you, you're like Two of Cups, the World, and also the Three of Cups in that preposition. You don't want to touch it, yeah? You don't want to be at a place where you're vulnerable again. You just want to be light about this. Like, okay, let's go with the flow. Let's see where this goes. Let's be, you know, casual, or let's just be friends. Like, there is something here about you not willing to open up your heart chakras to be vulnerable to this person again. There was some point in time where you were seeing this relationship as something that you wanted to expand. You thought that this person was, you know, you put this person on a pedestal. And the more that you look at it, the more that you're like, it doesn't fulfill me. It doesn't serve me. It doesn't make me feel content. It just doesn't, it just doesn't, you know what I mean? It just doesn't. And this person is so used of you seeing things from a different perspective, seeing things from their perspective, being very, very understanding and communicating those with them. But again, there's something here about them. They can't get you. You can understand them, but they cannot understand you. So it's weird because I do see them being in love with you, but they just couldn't understand it. And it's not because they're bad. I don't see any type of malicious intention from this person, to be honest. If there are malicious intentions, I would tell you. Like, if you're new to this channel, maybe you don't know that, but like if you've been here for a while, you know how honest and blunt I could be, right? So I don't see any type of malintentions from this person, but I just see somebody who is in love with you, but they can't get you. They don't understand you. It might be because of a different emotional intelligence kind of stuff, or it could be about, you know, differences in love languages and desires and needs. Because sometimes, you know, I'm going to give an example. Back in the days when I used to date, I find it very interesting another person's perspective. There are things that I consider not important, but my exes would consider very important. And there are certain things that they don't consider important, but for me, it's very, very important. So I feel that that is the issue of this connection, is that what you feel is important, they don't think that it is important, and they don't try to understand why is it that it is important for you, and vice versa. You know what I mean? So yeah. Let's clarify the Six of Cups in the future. So they're going to do effort with you because, again, this person is all about you. Yeah, this person is all about you. This person is obsessed. This person is all about you. They really want to work this out with you, Pisces. So they're going to be making effort about this connection. But those efforts used to make you happy, but now it doesn't. Funnily enough, yeah? If they were to be doing what they're going to be doing in the future, in the past, that is going to make you absolutely thrilled. It's going to make you absolutely happy about it, but it doesn't, and it won't in the future, because you're seeing this more like a noise. You're seeing like you're going to get irritated by their effort. You're going to get irritated by the way in which they are trying to work on this connection, and etc. So Queen of Swords clarified by the Ace of Swords, the Ten of Cups, and also the Ace of Cups in upright position. You are very dead set about what type of relationship it is that you would like to have in your life. Yeah. This is where the differences comes again, like the one that I told you earlier, where no, I'm dead set about what kind of relationship that I want. I want it to function in this way. I want my needs to be met. I want my desires to be met, and etc., etc., etc. And I feel that you have tried to tell them multiple times, and you're going to tell them again in the future. But again, they just don't understand why is it so important for you. And they're not trying to understand why is it that it is important for you. Because in the future, they're going to be like, okay, I've made effort, but Pisces is rejecting it. They're going to be much more in the energy of, oh, maybe Pisces is right now just having an episode, or maybe Pisces right now is being distracted by the things that just makes them happy. I'm going to leave them be. But I believe, I'm fully confident that this relationship between Pisces and I is going to expand later on. Right now, I'm just going to be giving Pisces space, and I'm just going to let them be happy and enjoy their life, celebrating the things that you guys want to be celebrating. But I'm just confident that this is going to work, okay? So it's interesting. This reading is very interesting because the intention is good, but the feeling is also good, but it's a very big incompatibility here. Emotional incompatibility, I would say. Let's pull some advice card for you here, Pisces. Queen of Pentacles, the Tower, and also the Ace of Pentacles in upright position. This is going to be a very, very hard message from your guides here, Pisces. First thing first that you need to do here is the shattering of the shadow self, okay? What you need to do is start to take a good look in the mirror and to see yourself from your strength and also your weaknesses, to incorporate what is your hot self and what is your shadow side, because sometimes we do project our shadow side to the outside world. And the more that we understand that we actually have a shadow side that we tend to project to the outside world, it's going to be a bit painful. It's going to be a bit of a death of the ego, but it's going to give birth towards a beautiful thing in the future. The questions that you need to ask yourself here, Pisces, has a lot to do with, who am I? What is it that I am doing? Why I'm doing those things? What is actually my emotional desires? What is actually my emotional patterns lately? What are my relationship patterns? What is my definition of love? Not your ideal definition of love. No, your realistic, your real definition of love. Like, people would have an ideal definition of love, but the real definition of love could be very different. want to give an example. What makes you attracted to somebody? Because a lot of people think that the anxiety that they feel of waiting or trying to pursue or trying to convince somebody to be with them, the anxiety is love. Whereas it's not love, it's actually anxiety. But because that's the kind of love that you know, then you would call it love. So you would need to you would need to do a lot of self-understanding. And when you do that, you're going to be baffled by so many things. Your emotional patterns, what you call by chemistry, what attracts you, the things that you've enabled and why you allowed that to happen, the things that you've allowed, the things that you've bottled up and why did you bottle up those things. Self-confrontation is key here for you to proceed to level up, Pisces. Because if not, let's say for instance, you don't want to be with this person anymore. If you don't do these things, there is a high tendency that you're actually going to be attracting the same kind of people in the future unless you do that inner work. Okay? So I think that is it for my reading for you here, Pisces. I hope that you find tons and tons of clarity that you guys been looking for. And I look forward to seeing you guys next week for another weekly reading. All right, bye-bye guys. Have a great day. I love you.